Hi, my name is Dr. Kathy Campbell. I'm with Dr. Kathy Health, and I'd like to welcome you to the micro-learning series on functional medicine A to Zinc. I run a weight loss program in my pharmacy. It's called Dr. Kathy Weight Loss, and it's been an incredibly successful and rewarding program. It's a weight loss program, but it's actually a lifestyle program that is pharmacist-led in a community pharmacy. From 1950 to 1990, 1 in 10 people were obese. Today, it's 38%, 1 in 2.5. That is not because we're lazier, it's not any of that. It's a biochemical phenomenon. 150 years ago, nobody had a bad diet. You either cooked it, you raised it, or you grew it. Used to be home ec. Used to be we grew up with that. We knew how to cook. We knew how to purchase. Nobody had a bad diet. Everybody was outside 12 hours a day. Everybody used their body to live. The shifts in our culture have created conditions that are causing chaos. That's the first thing you have to grasp. This is a new paradigm. Now what's interesting is Boston is healthier. You don't see morbid obesity here right now in this area. Same thing with DC. There's more walking. You go to Oklahoma, you have an F-150 pickup, and you drive it a block to the store because it's hot out. So that's culture. I think the thing I really want people to realize is that obesity is not the problem. Obesity is a symptom. And it's a symptom that has multifactorial causes. And it is not about eating less and exercising more. Because if anything, we are starved at the mitochondria. We lack the nutrition to run our machine. And I assert most of what the body's doing to survive is all appropriate, as is the weight that's being stored. So giving up and helping your patient give up that they're bad, they're lazy, they're wrong, because they can't do this, they can't manage it. That's the challenge. First we have to get it in our psyche that that's not the case. You have to really get that this is not a moral failing. The amount of bias that's in our medical community regarding weight is traumatic. There are patients who are stressed going to the doctor because they don't want to go to the doctor because they're going to get lectured and abused and belittled because they haven't been able to manage their weight. And the biggest thing is to really question that current paradigm and shift it to one much like if somebody came in with a temperature. Nobody would ever be abused or degraded for having a temperature, right? I want people to see that obesity is a vital sign. Weight is a vital sign. And it is reflective of basic physiology. And as clinicians, we've got to start dealing with the drivers and not seeing that it's a personal failing. I think the independent pharmacy, the community pharmacy, is a safe space for people still today. And I think pharmacists know how to talk to people. We have that therapeutic relationship. We know our patients. We're accessible. We can and do come out from behind and give them a hug. They bring us brownies. And we care. And we're there. We're there more often. We're easier to get to. And so you have to build the relationship for people to share themselves in such a way back. Now they have a partner. And that's where you're going to make a difference for people, is that safe space. That's where our whole society is right now. We're also nutrient deficient from either not getting it in the diet or not absorbing it through the gut. Well, if you don't have 7 servings of vegetables, the mitochondria probably is not saturated enough to fully function. I don't know about you, I haven't had 7 servings for 50 years. So trying to help people first get the value of that and what it means biochemically to have it, and then what potentially doesn't mean to not have it. And then there's the opportunity. I don't even have to tell you what to do. Let's find some vegetables. Now, what I'm finding in my practice is that's the hard part. I actually say it's not your imagination that this is hard. And really, if you just do what you're told to do within your life from marketing and media and everybody else, you will be sick. You will be fat. That's the byproduct of currently living in the culture that we live. What's culture? It's the water the fish swims in. It's all the things in your life that push on you and your body has to adapt to. I said, here's what we're going to do during this program. We're going to make a new culture. But first we have to kind of jump out like the fish to see where we're at. Because people are working 12-hour days, 7 days a week, and they don't see that that's impacting their body. They don't see it. They're just surviving it. So when I start backing it up and say, hey, you know, stress can do that, and when you don't sleep, your cortisol's high, and then this is the thing, they go, oh, what are you doing to take care of yourself? Are we in damage control mode? Are you eating? Or are you feel so bad you're not eating? You see what I'm saying? There is no good or bad content here. And I got to get that to people's heads about 1,000 times where they hear it. This is just data. This is us figuring out your machine. I tell them, it's not what I know about your body that's important, it's what you know. And you are the expert in your bag of bone. And everybody's different. How much one person sits is different than another person sits. How much, you know, where one person shops all the time is different from another person. It's about them discovering that. And I really think I get to empower people into health. I empower them to have the skills to adjust and grab onto the dials of their health. And then they start adjusting them and they go, whoa, that was great. Or, whoa, that didn't work, you know? And it's that feedback and that education. And often patients say to me, I know my body so much better. I understand it, I can feel it, I can read it. And they really, it's really cool when they are empowered to do the things and to now know the things that make a positive impact on their health and well-being. Everybody is different. It's the challenge, but it's the incredible, empowering potential and possibility too.